The same jury that convicted Hubers doesn't think she should spend the rest of her life in prison, though, for shooting Ryan Poston.
This afternoon, jurors recommended a 40-year sentence, and Local 12 News reporter Jeff Hirsch is live at the Campbell County Courthouse with what Poston's family has to say about the recommendation. Jeff?
Yeah, good evening. And it is just a recommendation. Judge Fred Stein could impose a higher sentence or a lower sentence when the parties come back for the sentencing on June the 2nd. This was part of this was the sentencing hearing. It went on for much of the day, and the jury deliberated for about an hour before returning their recommendation of 40 years. And today, at least as long as I've been here, was the first day that we saw Shayna Hubers sort of, I don't want to say breaking down, but at least crying. And that came before the recommendation of the sentence. It came during a break in the hearing, which was like a mini trial. Opening statements, closing statements, and witnesses. The prosecution requested the maximum, a life sentence. The defense requested the minimum, 20 years. The jury looks like it kind of split the difference. Following the jury recommendation, Commonwealth's attorney Michelle Snodgrass and members of Ryan Poston's family addressed the media.
I think the most important thing is that I always believed that Ryan Poston did not deserve to die, that the actions of the defendant were unwarranted, and they were criminal, and they were murderous.
We have gotten justice, and Ryan loved the law, and this is what the law has given us. We'll take that. It's okay.
From the very beginning, we never for a second, any of us, thought that Ryan did anything to deserve what happened to him. Never for 1 second did we ever think that there was any physical violence from a young man who had a kind and gentle heart. And we got justice for him, and we can live with that because that's what we have to do.
We're going to turn the page on this. This is the end of a chapter. Now we're going to go forward because that's what Ryan wanted, for us to live our life. No one's taking anything more from this family. This is it.
Of course, the jury rejected the defense claim that the shooting was self-defense. So Shayna Hubers right now is 24 years old. 40-year sentence if the judge accepts it. You think she's going to be in jail until 64, not even close. First of all, in Kentucky, you get parole consideration after 24 years based on this type of sentence. So after 24 years, then you knock off 2.5 years for the time already served because she was arrested in October of 2012. There's potential for reductions in good time, so you're really looking at, assuming parole is granted, and it's not, 20 years, maybe even a tad less. Of course, the judge could go higher or lower, but the parole issue still applies. So we'll find out on June 2nd what the sentencing is. Jeff Hirsch, live in Newport, back to you.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And the defense told Local 12's Jeff Hirsch that an appeal of the conviction is likely, but that decision will be made after the sentence. State prison will be far removed from the life Shayna Hubers had before Poston's murder. The Lexington woman was attending the University of Kentucky, where she made the dean's list.